Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda. I am the KingFanMan with some exciting Bethesda E3 news. Bethesda's E3 showcase is now less than a week away, this coming Sunday. In fact, I fly out this Saturday for Los Angeles, and news, leaks, and all kinds of things are starting to pop up that we didn't know about just a few days ago. One of those things is from Tango Gameworks. In fact, it's been since 2017 since we've heard from Tango Gameworks. That's when The Evil Within 2 was released. They have not even released a DLC since then. We haven't heard a peep from them. That is until just a couple of days ago when the executive producer and lead developer of The Evil Within 2 tweeted out that he is going to be at BE3 this year. Now, that's even a bigger deal because he lives in Japan and he has not been to a Bethesda E3 showcase since they last announced a Tango game. Now, is that definite evidence that Tango is going to announce a game this year? No, but it is a pretty good indication. This also may be the listing that everybody was going crazy over on Amazon that showed that Bethesda mystery game. So I believe it's a pretty good indication that you can look for a new game coming from Tango Gameworks at this year's BE3. Now, this is the thing about Tango. We have no idea what this game is going to be. Is it going to be another horror game? Is it going to be The Evil Within 3? Again, I would love to see them step out and do something different, but we're just going to have to wait and see at E3. Hey, that rhymed. There are also a lot of rumors surrounding Arkane Studio as well. Arkane is the makers of the Dishonored series and Prey. It appears they may be working on a brand new IP that at least have some multiplayer aspects to it. Many of y'all know Dom from the Just Dom channel. He recently broke this down in a video showing that Arkane has been hiring people in the field of multiplayer and even that bad word, microtransactions. So it appears that they are working in this direction. But remember what I said in my E3 preview, that Prey just came out in 2017, and they also have been helping Machine Games. That's why I said that they probably wouldn't announce this year. But also, that is the same time period that Tango Gameworks has been off. So if Tango is going to announce this year, then I guess Arkane has had enough time as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Arkane has had enough time to announce this new IP. So we may get a lot of new games this year coming from Bethesda Studios. Now, before you get upset about Arkane going the way of multiplayer, it may be that they are going to have a multiplayer aspect to their single-player game. I hope that's the way that Arkane is going. I hope it's just going to have a multiplayer mode, but they still have the single-player type game. It doesn't mean they're going full-out MMO. So when you hear multiplayer and microtransactions and all this, yes, sure, we know that is the way of video games today. And we also know, remember this, Prey did not do well monetarily, so they are getting pushed from ZeniMax to do more multiplayer. We see that in the future of games. And we're going to see that in the next few Bethesda games as well, and I'm talking about Bethesda Softworks games. It's because Prey didn't sell well. Wolfenstein 2 didn't sell well, even though all these games were a critical success. That's why you see all these multiplayer and co-op things being added to the Bethesda Softworks, so we can cry about them, but if we don't go buy the single-player games, then of course they're going to go in this direction. And again, it may not be a bad thing if we still have the single-player, just with the multiplayer aspect to it. There was also some big news with Fallout 76, and that of course is that Todd Howard broke his silence and gave an interview with IGN. And I think he did an excellent job with the interview and gave some very pointed and honest answers about the rollout of Fallout 76 and gave some insights of how Bethesda was looking at Fallout 76 in the beginning. And quite honestly, he said some things that I have been saying all along, that online games are going to have some problems and struggles that single-player games do not have to go through.
Were you caught off guard by the launch of that
We
game?
knew we were going to have a lot of bumps. That's a difficult development. A lot of new systems and things like that. Hey, we're going to go try this new thing. And anytime you're going to do something new like that, you know you're going to have your bumps. You know that a lot of people might say, that's not the game we want from you. But we still want to be somebody who's trying new things. And that was a very difficult development on that game to get it where it was.
I do find it funny that some of the Bethesda bashers are already out there, and I'm talking about the big YouTubers, are already bashing Todd Howard for saying that they released an incomplete game. They knew it was incomplete and went ahead and released it. That's not what he was saying at all. In fact, he said that seeing what they did now, they would have kept it back and would have kept it in beta form or even early access form a lot longer, knowing what they know now. So the Bethesda bashers are going to bash no matter what Todd Howard says and no matter what Bethesda does, but I appreciated his honesty. One of the main things I took from the interview and what really impressed me was the confidence that Todd Howard has in Fallout 76 and Bethesda Game Studios. They believe that this game is going to be a great game, and the reputation of Bethesda and Bethesda Game Studios is going to come back because of the content that they're going to continue to put into the game and improving the game. He pointed to The Elder Scrolls Online and how it released and how rough of a start that it had and the success that it is having now. And I believe that this E3 and the content that they're about to show and what we just got with Wild Appalachia is just a start of how Fallout 76 is going to rise up and be a great game and last for a long, long time.
How you launch, it's what it becomes, and can't be prouder of the team that's worked on it. They've worked tirelessly, and it's really turned around. It's a fabulous game and an incredible community around. It's just working the issues, like, hey, what do the consumers want? What do we want? How do we get there? This is a very long tale for us in this game, and there's some awesome stuff coming this year that I think people are going to see at E3 and be hopefully very excited.
With all that said, I just wonder how much we're going to get to see at E3 of Fallout 76. I wonder if they're going to release a full roadmap like they did with Wild Appalachia. I know a lot of Nuclear Winter is going to be Battle Royale PvP, and I'm okay with some of that. I sure hope it's not all of it because I'm not a PvP guy. I understand that some people like that. There is a crowd that likes that. That's not me. I don't believe that's the classic Fallout crowd either. So I really hope that Bethesda understands that they've got a core Fallout crowd that likes the PvE stuff. So I really hope they release more than just a simple little trailer and tell us about the PvP stuff. I hope they give a whole roadmap, because if you look at the content that they gave us on that huge paper that they gave at first, that there is a lot of content to Nuclear Winter. There's more than just the first PvP mode. So I hope they use this E3 to show us a whole roadmap of what's coming, not only this summer, but maybe even get into the Wastelanders this fall, which I believe introduces human companions, because even in the picture of Wastelanders, you have the Vault Boy holding hands with a girl, so it's showing you have a companion there. So it's either human NPCs or you have companions introduced in the game. There's something special that's going to happen in the Wastelander. So I really hope we get a real big picture at E3 of what's going to happen with Fallout 76 in the future. And the interview with Todd Howard really excited me that that is what's going to happen at E3. And if it doesn't happen at E3, I think it is going to happen very soon, because that's what they did with Wild Appalachia. They're going to continue to put out this content and give us these roadmaps, and that's what's so exciting about Fallout 76. They're going to keep giving us this content, and that's Todd Howard talked about having contact with the fans. That's one thing they didn't have with Skyrim, they didn't have with Fallout 4, that they wanted to have with a game, and that's what they've got with Fallout 76. And that's what's great. So they'll have that contact with us even after E3. Well, I know there'll be a lot more news before E3, even though E3 is just days away. I'll keep my ear to the wind, and if there's any more Bethesda or major E3 news, I will be sure and bring it to you. Be sure and check my links below. I want to say a huge thank you to all my new Patreons. You guys make me feel so special, and you do not know how much I appreciate you. It is more than you will ever know. You guys are the ones that keep my dreams alive. Thank you from the very bottom of my heart. We had a great live stream the other night. I added 4 new Patreons, and we had already added a few more the other day, so thank you guys so very much. I am the KingFanMan. I will see you guys very soon. Bye, guys.